Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tamar Broadbent! Hello! Hello, good evening, Horsham. How are you?
If you've been involved in recent years, you might know how it feels to wake up and have to put back on your platform party heels. When you're so disorientated that you barely know your name, the last thing in the world you want to be doing is a tube ride of shame.
Oh my goodness, what a wonderful energy there is in the room.
So this next selection of songs I wrote in my mid-20s. So there I was, and I also was newly single for the first time in a long time. Give me a cheer if you are single in the room. Yay! And, yeah, awesome, quite a lot. You just laughed at your own whoop, that was great. It's a great place to be. Are you happy? Are you happy? Yeah, enjoying it? Enjoying playing the field? Sarah? Yeah? Again, very much. I like these very muches that are coming out of the front row. This first song is, well, it's not first, it's like fifth or something, but this first song of this next section is about something I believe is very important in the dating game, which is first impressions. There was this guy I'd liked for a while. He took me home one day with this charming smile. But then I remembered something that meant I could not relax. It had now been 3 months since I'd last been for a wax. I have for a long time wanted to be the kind of person who goes to the gym. You know, there are people who exercise because they love exercising, and then there are people who exercise because they are forced. Such as because a pipe bursted and they have to run away from it. And I am a person who needs to be forced. So I actually recently got myself a personal trainer. I was very excited about it because I wanted him to be like, yeah, you're worthless. Get down and give me 20. You should be ashamed of yourself. But actually he's just a really nice, reasonable man, which is useless for me because he's like, okay, now we've done the squats. What do you want to do next? And I'm like, nothing. I like going to the gym. It stops me feeling sad. But there's this new girl at my gym who's making me feel bad. 'Cause every time I go there now, she's always standing close, managing to exercise and not look really gross. Sexy gym girl, ooh, how does she do it? I'm genuinely interested. She walks around looking mighty fine. I'm like, why is her face not red like mine? Her forehead's matte perfection. In mine you could see your own reflection. Where's she going? Well, that's a no-brainer. She's headed for the cross-trainer to show us all what it takes to get the boys choking on their protein shakes. And this song I wrote because I had a horrible experience, that really sad experience where I broke up with someone, a long-term person, and he got a new girlfriend like straight away, which is a really sucky thing to have to deal with and feel. And so I dealt with it the way I know how, which is to write a song about it. I heard you've got a new girlfriend, and I've heard she's gorgeous like a 10 out of 10. She's cooler and she's fitter. She has more fans on Twitter. Plus she's a gymnast, so can bend. I heard you genuinely click. She's not just with you 'cause you have a massive heart. She's taller than 5'3". She's done a series for the BBC. So in every way, this girl's the best. Except that she hasn't passed her driving test. You will never find a girl who can drive like me. I'm aggressive but cautious at the same time, and that's very important on roundabouts.
Let's meet some other people. Oh, I see you've got some snacks in the second row. What's your name? Nina. And who are you here with, Nina? Loads of friends. Oh, wonderful. He's like, oh, I've got loads of friends. I've got so many friends. That's awesome. So how many of you are there?
4 on this row.
4. Awesome. Yeah, that is loads. So you. And let's meet you two over there. What are your names? Alan and Judy. And are you here together, Alan and Judy? Yes. And are you married? Are you friends? Married, I guess so. But I didn't want to presume. And how long have you been married for? That's my favourite thing ever. That's the first time I've ever seen it be the woman who's like, I don't know.
Oh no, I was gonna buy a car, but then I bought an avocado. I was gonna buy a car, but then I bought an avocado. Oh no. Now I have an avocado, but I don't have a car, because I bought the avocado, and because I bought the avocado, I'll never be able to buy a car. That's how expensive avocados are. Apparently, or so they tell me. I was gonna save for a house, but then I went for brunch. Stupid bitch. It's not because it's hard to get a mortgage, it's because I went for brunch. Oh yeah. And now I don't have a house, and I've finished my brunch, but I've got nowhere to go because I don't have a house. I'm never gonna be on the property ladder, but I love brunch, so I guess it don't matter.
Also look on the bright side, because I have to remember, I do love what I do, but when I look sideways and I see my friends being in the business world, for example, I think, what if I had followed that path? What if I had gone into business? Because that's what I daydreamed about doing when I left university. Of course, I don't think I actually wanted to be a businesswoman. I think I just wanted to be on an episode of Ally McBeal. Something like that. But I did still romanticize about the idea of being a businesswoman.
I've known since I was young that I'm a little bit uptight and quite highly strung. So the city's a place where I know I would fit in. I know I want to be a businesswoman, just don't know what business I want to be in.
So I was born in 1990. I was born in the 90s, and when I was growing up in the anyone born in the 90s? Hey, lots of 90s in. How about the 80s? Who was born in the 80s? Yay! Who was born in the 70s? Yay! What about the 60s? What about the 50s? Oh my God! You know what? I'm so happy I have that on film, because now I can send it to the BBC and say, see, I sue all demographics. So come on now, lighten up, turn that empty into a half full cup, cause you should be happy that you are here, not somewhere like North Korea. La 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 la, la la, whistle a jaunty tune, la 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 la, because the Tories are bad, but they are not as bad as Kim Jong-un. La 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 la. I grew up in Horsham, so every time I come back, I see my grandma. My grandma is 95 years old, and sometimes I'm like, we don't understand each other. She's never heard any of my songs. I think it would finish her off. Doing this with grandma. Can't hear you at the back. One more. Doing this with grandma. Oh, I'm doing this for grandma. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the bar. Thank you so much. Good night.